Now, time to check sports. Here's John.
Thank you, Tony. Helen Kelsey is now listed from Toronto, from whence comes her doubles partner, Carling Bassett. Regardless, they lost today, while third-round play in men's and women's singles was concluded.
Third seed Mats Wilander of Sweden is hot. He won his third straight sets match in a row today, downing Jonas Svensson, but not before Svensson came up with some fancy shots. Australian Peter Doohan, relegated to court 14, met Leif Sheras of the U.S. Sheras gave Doohan all kinds of trouble and temperatures well into the 80s in London today, before Sheras lost in 5 sets. Perhaps the surprise of the day on the men's side came from number 10 seed Tim Mayotte of the U.S. and Michael Pernfors of Sweden. Mayotte opened a 2-set wound to start the match, winning 6-2 and 6-4, before Pernfors came up with some brilliant shots in the third set to win that 6-4. Then trailing 2-1, Pernfors saved his best shot of the match for this, the winner in the 4th set, to tie the match at 2 sets each. Mikhail Pernfors went on to win 2-6, 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 7-5. There are 10 seeded players still in the running on the women's side, including Martina Navratilova and here Chris Evert. Both were winners today. Navratilova over Peanut Louis Harper 6-2, 6-2, and Evert over Kumiko Okamoto 7-5, 6-love.
The BC Lions not only walked all over Saskatchewan yesterday, they did it gingerly enough to come out unscathed. That's great news considering they play in Calgary on Wednesday at noon hour time. Better news is that Glenn Jackson underwent the scope and is okay, but not until the next home game, which is on the 18th. Meanwhile, the marketing and scheduling geniuses are probably on Lionsgate Bridge right now, trying to justify a half-full dome on a skating hot Sunday afternoon, and yet with 4 more to come. The players can savor what they did, however, at least after the intermission ended. The first half was nothing to write home about, but those who did had to talk about the only touchdown. Roy DeWalt to Jim Sandusky, 27 yards worth, leading to a 10-1 halftime lead. Rookie Saskatchewan quarterback Jeff Bentram probably never had as bad a day as an amateur, tossing 4 interceptions, including 3 to Mel Bird, who returned this one 36 yards, celebrating a 17-1 lead. DeWalt was 11 for 26 for 171 yards, 47 of them Sandusky earned himself, as he had a 5-catch, 139-yard season opener. This one setting up a Passaglia field goal. After Bird made his third pickoff, Sandusky picked up 32 more of the BC 387-yard offensive total. And by the time the 4th quarter rolled around, Greg Baver was calling the shots. He too cracked the 100-yard mark, 29 of them to Ned Armour, and a 37-1 lead. Interception number 6, Ryder backup Tom Burgess found Nelson Martin, who went in from the 28 in the final points of the day in a 44-1 victory.